Hello everybody! Salty Sweet Ren here, and welcome to the first episode of our Sims 4 Werewolves Let's Play! And the pack just released today. Unfortunately, I was not able to play it as soon as it came out because I was at work, because I still have a minimum wage job at the grocery store, but that's fine. I did actually get let off work early because the high schoolers who work were completely slacking off, and I spent the past few hours making the Sims in this Let's Play, and I want to get into it now. So let's introduce you to our Sims for the Werewolves pack. Now, the first person I want to introduce you to for this Let's Play is Grace Staloon. Grace uses she, they pronouns. Oh, I guess Grace is going to say hi to Kathy really quick. So, Grace Staloon is a werewolf who's lived here in Moonwood Mill their whole life. While she mostly tends to hang out on her own, she does try to stay friendly with the wilder pack in town. They were taught from when they were pretty young to embrace their inner nature as a werewolf, which is part of why they do tend to gravitate more towards the wilder pack as opposed to the more calm one. Kathy, I cannot see Grace. We'll get to you in a moment. The thing is that Grace has been kind of struggling to pay off the bills lately and is now running off to go do something, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they were kind of struggling to pay their bills. They weren't really able to afford everything because apparently scavenging around and selling stuff doesn't actually pay as well as you might think. So she wound up putting up an ad for a roommate, see if she could get some help paying for everything. And she wound up getting somebody who actually responded. And that brings us to Kathy, who, despite the game being paused, is very slowly turning her head. Oh, speaking of Kathy, apparently a job agency is calling. Just a friendly reminder that there are plenty of gigs available to work on if you're interested in earning some money. No pressure. Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's go with the higher paying one. Get paid to write top 10 lists. We'll do that. Are you just kind of jamming out in place? But anyways, Catherine Fleur, or Kathy for short, is a human from the big city who decided that she wanted to get away and get back in touch with Mother Nature. She's a freelance writer, and what a better way to get inspiration than just being out here in the middle of nowhere with it's a pretty isolated place. That's kind of what the appeal was. Nice, isolated place where she wouldn't have to, worry about, dealing with people. The city was a little too crowded for her tastes. And, she decided, hey, there's this ad in Moonwood Mill for somebody looking for roommates. Splitting the bill could be a good idea. I'm only just starting to get started as a writer, so why not? It'd be a good way to split the bill. The fun part about them is, however, that Grace, while she's a werewolf, she is hiding that from Kathy. Kathy has no idea that Grace is, in fact, a werewolf. Grace is afraid that if she tells Kathy, Kathy's gonna, freak out, kind of like the typical run for the hills human thing that happens. Kathy might go and tell other humans who might come here and try and drive out the werewolves that live here, and that could be bad, right? That's what Grace is afraid of. So Grace is trying to hide the whole werewolf thing from Kathy, at least until they think that they can break the ice gently. But Kathy, to be fair, Kathy wouldn't do that. At least, probably not. Freak out, maybe, but run for the hills, drive everybody away? No, absolutely not. Kathy has no idea that werewolves exist to begin with. She knows about them from mythology, but that's about it, honestly. Rohan Elderberry, you don't even live in this town, right? You're the guy from... The Elderberries are from Eco Living. Yeah, why are you here? You shouldn't be in this town, honestly. But yeah, the whole thing might be just a little bit of paranoia on Grace's part, but... Oh, you're very tense. What's going on? Oh, the walls are closing in. You need to get outside. That's right. One of the things that we have when it comes to werewolves is new temperaments. And Grace is a restless animal. Restless animals feel too constrained while indoors and gain extra fury without anything fun to do. And what is fury, you might ask? That is actually what defines when they just randomly transform into a werewolf with an uncontrollable rage. Like, where they go completely feral and cannot, like, recognize, like friend from foe type of thing. Fury envelops werewolves like a beautiful flaming blanket. As fury grows, their animalistic instincts begin to manifest and will eventually take over. Fury gain is constant and is hastened by temperament, preferences, werewolf abilities, and the full moon. So I actually need to get like some more outdoor activities for Grace as soon as possible. But what I could do, actually, is have Grace... Where is that place? I know it's around here somewhere. Over here. I did say that Grace is supposed to be getting along well with the Werewolves of the Wilder pack. It is actually called the Wild Things pack, if I recall correctly. And the pack leader is Rory Oaklow, I believe. And then we have Lou Howell here, who in human form is the one person that everybody's kind of been thirsting over that I've seen. Is pretty hilarious. But yeah, let's go chat with Rory, I think. Kind of say, hey, sorry, Kathy, I'm kind of just a little too cooped up in here. I kind of gotta go. And Kathy's like, oh yeah, like, I totally get it. You gotta, like, get a whiff of that fresh air. Like, I totally understand. That's the whole reason I'm out here, too. But yeah, this house that we have here is actually a house that was made by James Turner, formerly known as the Sim Supply, specifically for this pack. If I recall correctly, I believe that James Turner actually made every lot in this pack. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have her get started doing a little bit of writing. Let's go ahead and practice writing first. We want to do a good job. Oh yeah, it is one of those top 10 lists. So I guess it is a clickbait article. I hate clickbait, but hey, she's just getting started in her job, and I guess she's gotta, like, start somewhere. That's a blackberry bush. Oh, I also have some thoughts. Like, she does enjoy, like, gardening and stuff. And if we start a garden, we'll have, like, some outdoors, like, stuff for Grace to do as well. So I kind of want to have, like, a little garden plot somewhere. We can also, like, sell our stuff for money, which would be great. Because the whole point is that they have to, like, pay their bills somehow. Meanwhile, Grace has decided to start a fire over here. And Rory is partying her head off with this. We should go ahead and, like, introduce ourselves. I guess we're gonna be doing it werewolf style. Oh, look at that! Just totally acting like a werewolf. That is actually kind of cool. Let's get to know Rory a little bit. We wanna be good with the pack leader. Oh, Lou's no longer in wolf form. That's fine. Asked to be a friend of the Wild Fangs. I would like that. Sorry, Grace. I don't know you well enough yet. Let's get a chance to know each other a bit better first. You know what? That's fair. I do think it would be fun for Grace to be a member of the Wild Fangs. That's kind of my goal here. Werewolf. Transformation Mastery required. We don't have Transformation Mastery yet. Let's introduce ourselves to Lou here. They seem like a cool person. Lou's in their human form now, and as I said, like, this is the person that everybody's been thirsting over. Ask about werewolf packs. That's a good thing we should do. We should, like, get to know a ton of stuff related to werewolves for this pack. Technically, for the sake of the story, Grace has lived here her whole life and already knows everything, but we're gonna ignore that we're gonna ignore that so I can, like, get into all the werewolf stuff. Between you and me, the Moonwood Collective is a bit stuffy for my taste. They're all sunshine and daisies with everyone, going to all that trouble just to avoid scaring non-werewolves. Ugh. That's why I'm a proud Wild Fang. I'm a werewolf, not some goody two-shoes camp counselor. Which is a very good point. Like, that is kind of the way that Grace was raised, was like, you gotta embrace that side of yourself. Don't be ashamed of it. The only reason that Grace is a little nervous right now is because Kathy is brand new. And despite all her show is kind of a little bit cutesy, I guess? I don't know. Maybe a little too delicate is what Grace kind of thinks. Like, are you really cut out to be, like, living out here? Like, someone from the city moving out here with, like, this idea of, oh yeah, I'm gonna get in touch with nature, but nature will probably eat you up alive, you know? And to be fair, she really doesn't know quite what she's doing out here. She's still pretty unused to the great outdoors, despite all her talk and stuff. Ooh, Lou was a kleptomaniac. Interesting. Let's see if we can get along with them pretty well. Oh, the fire is about to come back. Let's do a fire dance. Improve dancing or fitness skill. Yeah, let's do this. Let's give it a go. Oh! Oh dear. At least we're in the rain, so it's a little safer. Kathy can now self-publish books. Excellent! Let's go ahead, stop with the writing skill for a little bit. And let's go ahead and write that clickbait article. Hello, child? Gideon Harris. Yet another kid who I believe is from Eco Lifestyle. Gideon, please go home. And we want to be friendly with Grace. That's a good idea. Oh, and we are uncomfortably wet. The cold, hard rain can dampen anyone's spirits. And not hot enough from failed fire dance. The only thing's more tepid than these flames were your Sims dance moves around the bonfire. Oh dear, did you try to... I wasn't even paying attention. I think that they just tried to fire dance again. I saw a thing that said, ask about Moonwood Mill. Let's do that. Strange things happen in Moonwood Mill during a full moon. It's one of the best times to explore. It's also somewhat dangerous to be out and about. Technically speaking, that'd be better for someone to tell the Kathy. Point out downsides of vampires. Yeah, there's a whole beef between vampires and werewolves. Our werewolves absolutely hate the vampires. Meanwhile, Kathy here is almost done writing the clickbait article, and her fun's going down, as you can see. One of the things that she does want to do for fun, though, that she enjoys, is she wants to get to know this town a little bit better. She wants to like embrace the great outdoors, and what better way to do that than to go for a jog? Writing complete. Top 10 vacation hotspots is what we're gonna call it. The client can give it like a much more elaborate name, I'm sure. But like we're talking about like different like places we haven't actually been to, but like we've like read reviews online, kind of thing, I guess. And then we also need to send it to the client, I believe. Yeah, we'll send it to the client, and we'll see whether they approve or not. And then after that, we have some fun to take care of. Approved. This is exactly what we were looking for. Keep up the great work, Kathy. Awesome. Kathy Fleur had clearly been keeping a list ahead of time. Split across 10 separate web pages. The top 10 list monetized. Great. Awesome. And we get 145 simoleons worth of that. You know what? That's fine. Okay, let's go out here. It might be raining right now. But Kathy's like, oh, well, I guess this is what you get. I guess I'm still gonna go for a jog anyway. It might be a little wet and damp, but yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Meanwhile, Grace is very much not happy about everything. I'm gonna have Grace, well, probably not quite yet. I'll let Grace do her own thing for now, but for now, Kathy is gonna go for a jog. She's just kind of going for a jog in the rain, doesn't realize that you're technically not supposed to go for a jog in the rain unless you're like absolutely crazy. And I'm pretty sure she might have taken note of the porta potties over there, like, oh, like, I guess, like, that's good to know if I need to go use the bathroom or anything. There's a notice board here. I'm gonna stop her from running all the way back, and I'm gonna have her read the notice board. View Moonwood Mill information. Various old flyers indicate Moonwood Mill was a bustling logging town back in its heyday. Today, it's home to a much smaller community made up of two close-knit groups, the Moonwood Collective and the Wild Fangs. Even without the industry, there's plenty to do, especially during a full moon. Catch the elusive Luna fish, or harvest the rare moon petal flower, explore the secret underground, hang out with the locals, or have a howling good time up the mountain overlooking Lake Lunvik. Just don't go near Greg. So she's like, Greg? Why would they warn people about Greg? Who the heck is Greg? And view a werebees advisory. She'd be like, werebees? What the heck is that even? Do not trespass in areas marked by signs. Got bit? Suspect you might be infected? Stop by the local bar. Moonwood Mill bartenders carry a remedy on hand. Don't forget to get extra rest, wash the infected area in the shower, and cleanse your bowel system. Taking a run on the treadmill has also been known to help sweat it out. So she's kind of like laughing it off, like, oh, I guess werebees, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about whatever the heck werebees is. And this thing says it's a new moon. That's good to know. Good to know. Ooh, I see a little patch of mushrooms over there, except, what's this? That is actually a very suspiciously round spot right there. I'm actually gonna have her go and investigate it. The thing is, what I wanted to have her like do was like, she was like curious about whatever the heck is going on out here. Meanwhile, I have to go and check on Grace, make sure everything's going okay for her. Hunger's getting a little bit low, but you're gonna chat with Lou for a bit. One thing that Kathy might notice is a little odd coming over here though, now that she's over here, is that two of the porta potties are kind of locked up, and there's a third one that's slightly ajar with arrows pointing down and a massive hole right in the middle of it. Like, that's kind of odd. So I think she's gonna like come get a closer look. Like that's pretty out of place. Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be a thing. And decides to go and investigate the tunnels. The underground. Kathy takes a deep breath and makes her way into the underground. Meanwhile, I'm gonna hang out with Grace, who is actually getting pretty hungry, so I'm probably gonna send Grace home to get something to eat. Let's go ahead and cook, I don't know, let's cook some mac and cheese. We'll make 4 servings, enough for our people. Growling. As Kathy rounds a corner in the tunnels, she hears what sounds like a slight rumble or murmur. A few steps later, the sound gets clearer and scarier. Something nearby is growling. So here's the thing, like, Kathy is an outgoing sim. Like, she's trying to, like, embrace the great outdoors, so to speak. Which is kind of funny, because, I don't know. Like, she's trying to, she's still, like, a city person, like, she's still a city person trying to embrace, like, nature and stuff, and has no idea what the heck she's gotten herself into, especially in a town like this. She's probably thinking, oh, it's probably just like an injured animal. Like, oh, I could be like, oh, come here, little guy, like they do in like TV shows and stuff. So I think she's gonna investigate the growling. She's totally the kind of person who would get killed in the horror movie first, honestly. Let's face it. Searching in silence. As Kathy moves towards the sound, the growling ceases. As she continues to search for whatever was making the noise, her hand lands on something sticky. A quick glance reveals that it's food. Looks like an abandoned snack. We got a grape. We can start planting our garden. That's excellent. Meanwhile, poor Grace has to run all the way back home in the rain. It is nice that there's like actual places to hang out in a kind of open world sort of sense. That's actually a lot of fun. I like that. Reminds me of Sims 3, which is what I prefer. A presence. Unexplainably, Kathy feels a twinge of fear. She looks around the dark tunnel, but can't see anything that may have caused a sensation. Still, it feels like someone is watching. What a creepy feeling. That actually is kind of creepy. I remember watching the Sims Gurus do the live stream, and I don't think they got any of that. I wonder if like it's connected, like the growling stopped when she came near, and now it's following her. The Sims Gurus didn't get that, but I guess they were saving it for us. Great. Oh, she's scared. Something's watching. Leaving the underground, Kathy can make out some light up ahead. It must be an exit. Where are you? Oh, you just came out the same spot. She enjoys the outdoors, and she just went on an adventure. But she has the distinct feeling that something or someone was watching her. I guess that in the opposite order, but still. I think she's feeling a little freaked out. She's getting a little hungry too, so I'm gonna send her home as well. Meanwhile, Grace is making some mac and cheese. How good is this mac and cheese? Poor. Well, I mean, it'll do, I suppose. Alright, now Kathy's home. They're both soaking wet, so hopefully they'll start feeling better in a moment. Aw, you look so miserable. Oh, hang on. She came home and you decided to go and finish your food in your room. You... Aw, and bad aftertaste. Oops. I accidentally right-clicked. Either way, she didn't enjoy her own food. I shouldn't have right-clicked. That was a misclick. Meanwhile, you've got a grape, which isn't going to grow until the fall. We could go ahead and, like, plant it, like, out here. I mean, gardening's nice, right? Gardening's a good idea. I guess Kathy's complaining about, like, being uncomfortably wet. Like, I didn't know that the rain was, like, so uncomfortable out here. Talking about the temperature, yeah. We're talking about the weather, just completely basic stuff. I noticed that the they-them pronouns aren't really working that well for Grace. Like, at least them isn't working. It keeps saying there instead of them. It'll be difficult for there to stay in a bad mood today, it says down there. Ooh, look at that. I probably shouldn't wrap up. I've got a little bit of time left to record. I'm probably going to record another episode, but look at that flashing red. That's the Fury thing, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, she's getting some leftover mac and cheese. Oh, and Grace is awake. She's like stalking around. Kathy's like, oh, my new roommate's a little weird, but I'll just ignore that. She has no idea what she's gotten herself into. Let's brighten her day. Like, maybe you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I think that she's also going to go for a morning jog, because that just... We're not going to university. She's off to go and take a shower. You know what? Good for her. I'm going to have her do that, and then I'm going to have her go for a morning jog, because isn't that what some people do, is a morning jog? And meanwhile, she's having trouble holding back her werewolf stuff. Tonight, increased skill gain from fitness activities. You know what? That's actually pretty cool. Oh, there's like a wandering dog over here. Does this place get stray dogs? Well, Grace has acquired the fitness skill. And is lighting a fire in the house. Okay, meanwhile, like, because she's been, like, told to leave, she's like, well, I might as well take this opportunity to go for another jog. I do want this to become a routine for her, is the morning jog. I don't necessarily... Oh, wait a second. We came all the way up... Oh, we like, went all the way up to the top of up here. I was not expecting that, honestly. I think that she actually might want to visit the library, so I think I'm gonna have her go ahead and visit the library. Like, check out this place. Now that she's in town. Seems like a good idea. I am gonna keep an eye on, like, where exactly she goes. Oh, is there a fight going on? Werewolf fight! Oh, sweet. And she didn't even see it, I don't think. It's funny, because, like, it's right, like, her back turns exactly the way it needs to for her to not see it. It's great. But she's getting to familiarize herself with the town a little bit. Oh, there's, like, a little playground here for, like, people with their kids. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, now we're going to the library, I guess. But yeah, here we are at the library. So I think that she's going to come here and, like, see what they have. Just kind of browse through their books. It's a little bit more like of a rundown factory type of place, but it's got its own charm. It's pretty nice. I like it. Everything here is like so run down, but I love it. Oh, there's a fitness area here? What? What's down here? Huh. There seems to be entire passages along the pages written in indecipherable language. The only thing Kathy can make out are some symbols that look like the moon. Wait, what are you reading? The Werewolf Who Came In From the Cold by Wolfgang Mulder. A page-turning mystery about a lone werewolf on the hunt for answers. For now, she's probably thinking, oh, some kid probably decided to, like, doodle, like, some moon stuff. These are probably, like, some kids' doodles. Man, someone should really step up and take better care of this library and their books. I think that she's just starting to get the idea, like, hey, maybe there might be some weird stuff going on. But, like, just barely getting the idea. It's partially just her paranoia from being in those tunnels. I think she might try and investigate the tunnels again, like, hoping, well, maybe whatever it was that caused me to freak out is gone. She's totally the first person to die in a horror movie. I've said this already. She totally is. Oh my gosh, there's a werewolf just randomly walking for the heck of it. It's Lou. I knew it. And we got free earbuds. Of course we did. You know, it actually makes sense for Kathy. Kathy probably, like, listen to that while she's jogging. After this, I think she is gonna go investigate the tunnels again. So once we're done reading, Let's go and check that out. Oh, I guess we're done reading. Are we done reading? Or are we going to be reading on our way to the tunnels? Well, I guess we're checking this book out from the library. And Kathy takes a deep breath and makes her way into the underground once again. Who knows what she's gonna see this time? We're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna wrap up the episode. So let's see what she finds this time in the underground. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I could hear a lonely howl echoes through the underground, bouncing off the tunnel walls in every direction. We could ignore the howl or howl back. She might think it's the same creature. She might be like, oh, okay, well, what if I make it think it's a friend? If I howl back, maybe it'll think I'm friendly? I don't know. Is that how wolves work? Or whatever this creature is? We're gonna howl back. To be honest, it's the kind of thing I would have done as a kid if I heard a wolf howl. Deafening silence. After hearing the lone howl, Kathy howls back into the void. The silence that follows her attempt is deafening. I mean, you tried. Leaving the underground, Kathy can make out some light ahead. It must be an exit. Oh, she came right back out in the same spot. And she's finishing up this book. There seems to be entire passages along the pages written in an indecipherable language. The only thing Kathy can make out are some symbols that look like the moon. Yeah, okay. This book is not giving us really much information. There might be more to discover if Kathy gives this book another read. I'm pretty sure we got the exact same thing like 3 times in a row. Let's harvest some mushrooms. That could be good for us to grow back at home. And a wild wolfsbane flower. Let's harvest the wolfsbane. I don't know if it's actually gonna harm the wolves or not. She has no idea. Oh my gosh, is that guy in wolf form? Oh my gosh, he totally is. Wolfgang Wilder. Oh no, her hand is in the glitched I'm carrying stuff way. Well, I'm gonna send her home anyway. And then I'm gonna wrap up the episode. But guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Sims 4 Werewolves Let's Play that I'm doing. Next episode, I guess we'll just continue with what we're doing. So guys, if you enjoyed, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. And if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Subscribing is completely free, and you can always unsubscribe at any time, but it really helps out the channel if you do subscribe. So guys, thank you all so much, and I will see you guys in the future.